evening and welcome back to Corpus Christi. Cabinets Field is where we are at as K-West brings you game 2 of this best of 3 series of the Elite 8 or regional finals between your Weslaco Lady Panthers and the Lady Panthers of San Antonio O'Connor High School. I am Joe Aguilar, joined tonight by none other than Mike Gonzalez, who will be bringing you all the action from tonight's contest. Mike.
Yeah, Joe, it's game 2 for the first time during this magical playoff run. The Lady Panthers are facing a little bit of adversity, but I mean, you know, other teams go through it as well, and they're able to overcome it. And for the Lady Panthers right now, it's all about focusing on this game. You win today, you force a game 3 tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, and we know anything can happen in a decisive game 3.
Absolutely, and we have already had the player introductions, national anthem. So let's go ahead and give you the defensive lineup for your Lady Panthers of Weslaco High School. In left field is Julie Rodriguez. In center field, Lola Reyes. In right field, Elizabeth Craig. At third base, Alexis Solis. Playing second base is Mia Rodriguez. At first base, Romy Nunez. The shortstop is Lexi Escamilla. Behind the plate, doing the catching, Jules Garcia. And now in the circle is Katia Reyes. Lady Panthers of San Antonio O'Connor will bat this order. Leading off the shortstop, Leanne Good. Batting second, Jada Munoz. Batting third, Ella Gonzalez. In the cleanup spot, Nico Dominguez. Batting fifth, Sammy Portillo. Batting sixth, AJ Sanchez. Batting seventh, Ella Salinas. Batting eighth, Haley Carter. And batting ninth, Trinity Lunsford. So here we go. Game 2 is underway. First pitch is swung at, and it's a base hit for Leanne Good to left field. The UT Austin signee gets the first hit of the series.
Yeah, first pitch, first base hit of the night for Good, who went 0 for 3 last night. Hit the ball very, very hard to center field, all her 3 times up. And you just had a feeling that a player like her that's moving on to UT Austin, that you could only slow her down for so much.
And batting second is Jada Munoz. She's a second baseman. That first pitch misses for ball 1. And you saw Good just take a few steps off the bag. And we had Jules Garcia look that way, but no attempt made. And we saw a lot of that yesterday, where they will take a good lead off the bag. That second pitch is outside for ball 2.
Yeah, if you remember, Joe, last night when we talked about O'Connor, and especially the top 4 hitters, that they're very aggressive in the bases, but especially Good at first base. We need to keep an eye on her. There she goes.
Swung on. That is back into the netting for strike 1. They probably had some kind of hit and run on.
Yeah, I think you're right, Joe. But Katia did a great job last night in keeping Good hitless there. But, you know, the other players stepped up last night to help them with 5 runs.
2-1 count to the batter, Munoz. Swung on, fly ball behind the plate. That one makes its way to the netting as well. And now the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So this time I had a good look at Good over there at first, and I noticed she takes about 3 or 4 steps as if she's going to go steal, and then she'll stop.
So the count is even at 2-2. Outside runner goes, throw on its way, not in time, and Good is in at second with a stolen base.
Yeah, Good on a 2-2 pitch went, and that was ball 3, and Jules made the throw to Lexi there, but by then Good was already at second base.
Good speed there with Good to get there, and that is a ball 4, and Munoz is at first base via a walk. So the first 2 batters for San Antonio on base at first and second, and quickly out comes Coach Rodriguez to have some words with Katia Reyes, his ace pitcher. Now, one thing that I want to add is that Katia has pitched every pitch of this playoff run.
Yeah, and it's good that you mentioned that, Joe, because Coach Rodriguez told me a few weeks ago that he doesn't have an issue with that, because he feels like Kat is actually fresh for this run, where throughout the regular season you had Kat pitching and then Julie Rodriguez pitching the next game, but he feels like that for the playoffs they wanted to keep Kat fresh, and she's done a really, really good job.
That'll bring up batter number 3, Ella Gonzalez, the first baseman. And she watches the first pitch go by for ball one.
And last night she was 0 for 2 and had a 2-run triple in the second inning. As you know, O'Connor had all of its 5 runs in that second inning.
Swung on, fouled back, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Ella Gonzalez.
So Kat last night suffered the loss, but after that second inning, she did very well. She only allowed 2 hits the rest of the way.
Yeah, she really composed herself after that big 5-run inning. And again, that just shows the maturity in our senior, Katia Reyes. 1-1 count. That one's in there for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Ella Gonzalez. Runners at first and second. Jada Munoz on first. Leanne Good at second. Nobody out here in the top half of the first. Swung on, fly ball, center field. Reyes going back. She's got it. Runners are tagging. And they'll advance to second and third.
So good base running there by O'Connor as both runners advance. But last night, Ella had that triple, but in her other 2 appearances, she flied hard to right and to center. So she puts the ball in play. She makes a lot of contact.
And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Miko Dominguez, the catcher.
Yeah, only a freshman. She was 1 for 3 last night. Had a single in the 5th inning.
Outside corner for strike 1.
Yeah, looked like she was trying to check her swing and went too far there. So the umpire right there called strike.
So 0-1 count to Miko. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Miko Dominguez.
Yeah, keep your eye on Jules Garcia. We've seen in this situation where she'll pick off a runner in the corners, like right now, how we have a runner at third. And you see Alexis Solis playing a little to her left.
That is in there for strike 2. Very good looking pitch from Katia there. That one was right on the left half of the plate. And Miko just watched that one go by. So 1-2 count, 1 out here. Outside, count is even at 2.
In the rest of the infield, everybody's pretty much playing back for short and second. First baseman playing right by the bag there.
Swung on, fly ball to right. Elizabeth Craig moves over to her right. On foul territory, grabs it. Here comes the throw home, not in time. And the runners advance. And that's a sacrifice to RBI for Miko Dominguez. So the Lady Panthers of San Antonio O'Connor pick up their first run here in the first inning and are up 1-0. There are 2 outs, and that's going to bring up the pitcher, Sammy Portillo.
And Sammy was 0 for 3 last night, struck out twice in her 3 plate appearances. And Elizabeth Craig out there in right field doing a nice job there, making the catch in foul territory and made a good throw to home, but good, just too fast.
That first pitch missing outside for ball 1. Runner at third in Jada Munoz. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Just a bit low for ball 2.
Yeah, Kat was trying to get the inside corner, a little too low.
Same umpiring crew from last night. However, we have L.A. Dupree behind home plate, Anthony Romano at first, Don Milborn at second, and Wayne Furia at third. That one in there for strike 1.
Yeah, nice pitch there by Kat. This time getting a little bit higher there. Got the ball over the strike zone for strike number 1.
2-1 count to Portillo. Outside, ball 3.
So coming into last night, Portillo came in with a .311 batting average and 4 home runs.
Swung on, fouled back. Count is now full.
And if Cat could just get out of here with just 1 run given up, I think everybody will be happy with that.
Absolutely. Because again, as you've mentioned before, Mike, this is their meat of their order, the first 4 batters. So here comes a payoff pitch. That's high for ball 4. And that's the second walk issued here in the first inning. So with runners at the corners and 2 outs, that's going to bring up the left fielder, A.J. Sanchez.
And A.J. was 1 for 3, singled and scored in the second inning. She started that big second inning yesterday with that single, and that led to 5 runs. And that's the only inning that O'Connor scored yesterday.
So A.J. Sanchez steps into the batter's box. And here comes the first pitch to her. Outside and high for ball 1.
As aggressive as O'Connor is, and at least what we've heard, you wonder if they're going to try to send Portillo at first.
Well, they put in a courtesy
right.
runner.
Yeah, you're right. I just saw that right now as well. You wonder if they're going to try to do something like that.
I'm not sure if they'll do that with 2 outs. And the reason I didn't announce the courtesy runner is because I couldn't get the number. So 2-0 count to Sanchez. Now she goes. Ball hit in the air, center field. Reyes under it, makes the grab for out number 3. However, the San Antonio O'Connor Lady Panthers do pick up 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, 2 runners left on. Lady Panthers of Weslaco coming to bat.
Before Harlan Block raised the flag over Iwo Jima, he was a student at Weslaco ISD. There he played for the Panthers, won a championship, and learned some of the leadership skills he and 7 other students used while serving in the Marines. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prominent graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For war hero Harlan Block, Weslaco ISD was the right choice.
So we head to the bottom of the first inning, and your Lady Panthers will bat like this. Leading it off is going to be the shortstop, Lexi Escamilla. Batting second, the third baseman, Alexis Solis. Batting third, the catcher, Jules Garcia. Batting in the cleanup spot, the pitcher, Katia Reyes. Batting fifth, the designated player, Stacy Bautista. Batting sixth, second baseman, Mia Rodriguez. Batting seventh at first base, Romy Nunez. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Julie Rodriguez. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Elizabeth Craig. O'Connor will play defensively like this in left field, A.J. Sanchez. Center field, Kaylin Rodriguez. In right field, Ella Salinas. The third baseman is Haley Carter. Second base, Jada Munoz. First base, Ella Gonzalez. Shortstop is Leanne Good. Behind the plate, Miko Dominguez. And in the circle, Sammy Portillo. And here comes the first pitch from Sammy Portillo tonight. And that misses high for ball 1.
And the numbers on Portillo last night, she went 6 in the third innings. Struck out 11, did a great job, only gave up 3 hits and 1 run. But Lexi was 0 for 2 with a walk and scored the only run for the Lady Panthers.
That pitch catches the inside corner, so the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. That hit the inside corner. It almost hit Lexi, actually, by a few inches, but because she's standing pretty close to home plate.
Yeah, that one had a little bit of a fishtail in. That's the same pitch right back to her. And Lexi again watched that go by. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lexi. So let's see what she comes with now. When she got ahead in the count, she threw that changeup yesterday. This time she comes with a fastball. Lexi fouls it off down the right side of the field, and the count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, we also saw her come with a little off-speed pitch as well. Got some strikeouts with that.
The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Escamilla, the leadoff batter for your Lady Panthers. That one inside corner for strike 3.
Just like last night, Portillo starts off with a strikeout there, catching Escamilla looking.
And that's going to bring up the third baseman, Alexis Solis.
And she hit the ball hard. If you remember last night in the 6th inning when the Lady Panthers were trying to come back there. But she was 0 for 3 overall.
Yeah, she drove that one to center field and had Rodriguez chasing it, but Rodriguez able to get on her horse and chase it down and make the grab. First pitch swung on down the right side of the field. Great grab by Munoz, and not in time is the throw.
That has to be a base hit, Joe.
Exactly. I'm going to score that a hit.
But you got to give credit to Jada Munoz at second. Outstanding dive. Dive right there, grab. Usually that goes underneath the glove of the second baseman, but you know, we talked about it last night. This team is very athletic. I mean, they have talent all around the field there. And that was a prime example of it. But luckily or thankfully, Alexis was able to reach first base with a infield single.
And that's going to bring up the catcher, Jules Garcia, and she takes the first pitch for ball 1.
And Jules went 0 for 2, but did walk in that 6th inning yesterday. And we know that Jules, we know what she's capable of and have shown it in the playoffs.
That one misses outside for ball 2.
She's one of 5 seniors from Weslaco High School playing here tonight, missing their graduation, which is taking place right now.
Swung on, fouled back, strike 1. 2 balls and a strike to Jules Garcia. Yeah, good ceremony held yesterday for our seniors, a little private ceremony as they were going to be up here. And, of course, on Jules' hat, it said, "I'd rather be at the Elite 8."
With a thumbs up.
Exactly.
With the, what do they call it, the emoji or the?
Hang loose.
Yeah, there we go.
Because she's going to be an Islander.
Yeah, she's going to be a future Texas A&M Islander player.
Yes, right. So that pitch missing outside, ball 3. 3-1 count to Garcia. Alexis Solis at first base. Swung on, fouled back. Count is now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I had a chance to visit with the team before the game as they were taking batting practice. And, they seemed loose. They were upbeat and still positive. And Jules had that smile on her face. And I just asked her, "You guys ready?" She's like, "Yeah, we're ready."
So here comes a payoff pitch, and that is going to miss inside for ball 4.
Great patience there by Jules. Usually an aggressive hitter like Jules will chase a 3-2 pitch. That time took it and is on with a walk. So the Lady Panthers of Weslaco with 2 on and 1 out.
And we're going to have a courtesy runner.
Number 3?
Yeah, that's going to be Emily Galvan.
Pitcher number 20, Katia Reyes.
And that'll bring up to the plate the pitcher, Katia Reyes, with 1 out, runners at first and second.
Yeah, she had 2 of the 3 hits last night, 2 doubles and an RBI. She actually came into last night somewhat of a slump a little bit. She was held hitless in the last series against Austin Bowie, but last night looked very good at the plate, and now with an opportunity here.
First pitch missing way outside for ball 1. Yeah, she got hold of one yesterday, hit it all the way into the fence.
Yeah, and this morning we were eating breakfast at the lobby, and the players came in a little later, and Kat was one of them.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
So I asked Kat, "How you doing, Kat? How you feeling?" She was like, "I feel great." She goes, she said last night was the best sleep she's gone in a while. I was like, okay. She kind of had that game face on, and this was at about 9:30 in the morning.
1-1 count to Reyes. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, and we both know, Joe, that, all those 5 seniors, but especially Kat Reyes, doesn't want the season to end tonight.
Absolutely. This is 4 years in the making for her. So here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So with 2 outs, 2 on, that's going to bring up the designated player, Stacy Bautista.
Yeah, big strikeout there for Portillo, and she knew it. You know, when Kat swung and she kind of gave that fist there. But Stacy Bautista was 1 for 3 last night. Had a double.
Swing and a miss, strike 1 as she chases the first pitch, which seemed to be a little high.
And last night, Stacy batted in a 7-hole, but tonight she's batting in the 5th hole where usually we see her.
Outside, ball 1. One ball, 1 strike to the batter, Stacy Bautista. That is outside for ball 2.
Yeah, we saw Kat Reyes right now aggressive at the plate, and we saw Stacy take that first pitch for a strike, but I think now she's trying to work the count a little bit here.
Yeah, Miko Dominguez wanted that pitch, but that was outside. We could tell from up here. Little breaking ball, and that's the breaking ball that we saw all night yesterday when she got ahead in the count.
Yeah, starts off high and then goes to the corner and gets the call.
So the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on, fouled back into the netting. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Runners at first and second. Galvan and Solis on the bags for your Lady Panthers.
Yeah, and I noticed Mario Rodriguez is calling for time. I think he wants to talk to the umpire about something.
So something must have been said or that he didn't like.
That he pointed
towards third base.
Toward third base,
so
yeah.
There's going to be some discussion had. So not sure what happened. Not sure if maybe she may have stepped off the rubber. Maybe hasn't been pitching from the rubber. I don't know. Because they're looking towards the circle. So now all 4 umpires are having a little bit of that conversation.
Do boxes exist in the softball?
Yes.
Do you know? They do. Okay. Now they're looking into the outfield.
I think they want to verify the players are correct position.
Yeah, because now they're taking out the lineup card.
Right, exactly so. Oh, you know what it is, Mike?
What is it, Joe?
That I want to say the designated player is out in the outfield.
So I guess they just want to clarify if the right player is out there.
Right. So I'm not sure, because I can't see that far, Mike, to verify the players. But I think they wanted to confirm that the right players were in the right position.
Yeah, we know that Trinity Lunsford is the designated player for O'Connor. Kaylin Rodriguez is their center fielder, listed as their center fielder / flex.
Right. So, like I said, I couldn't tell from where I'm seated the numbers. So we're back to live action. 2-2, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Swung on, high fly ball to left field. Rodriguez moving over. So is Rodriguez, And Sanchez and Rodriguez finally makes the grab for out number 3. So the Lady Panthers do get 1 hit, leave 2 runners stranded. Score no runs. We played 1-0, O'Connor on top.
Before David Lozano started practicing law, he was a student at Weslaco ISD. He participated in UIL athletics. He was a regional qualifier. He earned college credits through the dual enrollment program. After high school, he attended the University of Texas before graduating from St. Mary's School of Law. Now he helps people in need as an attorney. WISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For David Lozano, Weslaco ISD was the right choice.
We head to the top of the 2nd inning, and the San Antonio O'Connor Panthers will send Ella Salinas, Haley Carter, and Trinity Lunsford to the plate to face Katia Reyes.
And Ella was 1 for 2 last night, singled, had a walk, and also scored a run. And she's a right fielder for this team. And is a senior.
So she'll lead things off for the Lady Panthers of San Antonio O'Connor.
Yeah, and we see another conference between Coach Rodriguez and Empire.
It's some rude fans is what's happening. Some fans are being ruly, and now they're being escorted out. And we saw that fan actually change seats a couple of times, so I think he was trying to hide. So that to me just pointed out that he was guilty. So anyways, here we go back to live action after all the stuff happening out here in the stand. So Ella Salinas leading things off here in the 2nd inning. First pitch is high and away for ball 1.
Yeah, this is Elite 8. So as fired up as the players are, so are the fans.
So ball 1 to Salinas. Ball 2. That one is on the outside corner for strike 1.
Good pitch there by
and
Cat.
1 strike, exactly,
Yeah,
Mike. A very good Cat pitch.
Came to the outside corner there.
So 2-1 count. That one, same pitch on the outside corner, strike 2. So Katia doing a really good job grabbing that outside corner.
Well, yeah, basically what's happening is, okay, the umpire is calling that pitch. Let's see if I can come back and do it again. And that's what Katia did.
So here comes the 2-2. And that is strike 3. That one was right down the pipe.
Yeah, outstanding job there. And the only thing Ella Salinas could do was look. She thought the ball was a little outside, but the umpire disagreed.
Yeah, no, that one was right down the pipe, Mike. That one was a no-doubter. So that's the first strikeout for Katia tonight, and that'll bring up Haley Carter.
And this is the young lady that had the 3-run homer last night, was 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs. And as mentioned, that occurred in the 2nd inning. However, she struck out swinging and popped to the shortstop after that.
Inside for ball 1.
And this young lady is only a sophomore. Came in last night with only 1 home run. So that was a big boost for O'Connor.
Yes, it was. So 1-0 count to Carter. Swung on, ground ball to Escamilla. She picks it up, fires it first for out number 2.
Great job there by Escamilla. Routine grounder. Didn't have to move. The ball went right to her. Made a perfect throw to Romy at first base for out number 2.
That's what you call textbook.
Absolutely. As great as good is for O'Connor, Escamilla's not that far behind. I mean, she's got range as well, very fundamentally sound. And we saw the kind of footwork she has and what she does with the glove and makes a perfect throw.
And just a junior.
And just a junior. She's going to come back next year.
The designated player, Trinity Lunsford. Swings at the first pitch and misses for strike one.
And this young lady was 1 for 3, had a double and scored, and struck out twice after that.
So 0-1 to count to Lunsford. Swing and a miss, strike two.
Yeah, the Panther fans of Weslaco pretty fired up now with 0-2 count with 2 outs. It'd be nice to get a 1-2-3 inning.
Yes, it would be, Mike. That one way outside for ball one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trinity Lunsford. Did she go around? No, she did not. So the count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, she was able to hold up just enough. But she thought about it. And we know how aggressive O'Connor is, and she almost did. There
Swing
you
and a
go.
miss, strike 3. And that's a 1-2-3 inning right there, Mike.
Great pitch there by Katia, and the team is fired up as, little things like that will give you a boost of confidence.
So no runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the second. O'Connor 1, Weslaco 0.
Before Danya Pulido became an attorney, she was a student at Weslaco ISD. She was a member of the National Honor Society and a cheerleader. She earned her degree from St. Mary's University, then graduated from St. Mary's University School of Law. Now she is Danya Pulido, attorney at law for Texas Legal Services Center in Austin. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For Danya Pulido, Weslaco ISD was the right choice.
Well, we head to the bottom of the second inning. Mia Rodriguez, Romy Nunez, and Julie Rodriguez due up for your Lady Panthers.
And Mia last night was 0 for 3, struck out twice. And last night she hit in the 5 spot. And tonight she's bumped back down to the 6 spot.
Yeah, and remember that she took the pitchers, both of them, late into the count. That first pitch missing outside for ball one.
Yeah, she is what would be called one of the more disciplined players on this team. And she was the one, Joe, if you remember that middle of the game when she was at bat, her bat kind of split in half or
came apart.
It came apart. And I actually asked Coach Rod about that, if that bat is replaceable, and he said no. Once that happens, that's it.
That is an expensive mishap.
$450 according to Coach Rod. Why? Because he's the one that bought it. We kind of joked about it a little bit before the game.
Ball 3, 3-0 count to Rodriguez.
Yeah, if you know Coach Rod, and when you talk to him, he has that smile, but he'll have his arms crossed, have that serious look, and then when he said $450, he kind of just shook his head a little bit.
3-0 count to Rodriguez. That pitch missing for ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk at the leadoff batter, and your Lady Panthers have the first batter on base.
And that's what you want to do, Joe. You want to work the count. You want to just find a way to get on base. And we did see that last night late in the game. But, the key is to do it from the start.
Early and often.
And so last inning, we had 2 base runners on. And now we have a leadoff walk here in the second.
And that'll bring up Romy Nunez. Showing bunt, foul, strike 1.
Romy was 0 for 3 last night. But I tell you what, Joe, I was watching her in batting practice, and she was really hacking those balls. She just kind of had that determined look, like, I'm going to make something happen tonight.
0-1 count to her. Outside. No, they're going to say strike outside corner.
And we see the third baseman kind of creeping in a little bit.
So Nunez behind in the count, 0-2. Outside corner, strike 3.
So just like Portillo walked Mia Rodriguez on 4 pitches, she struck out Nunez in 3 pitches.
18, Julie Rodriguez.
And that's going to bring up Julie Rodriguez, the left fielder.
She did reach on base last night with a walk, but was 0 for 2.
Swings at the first pitch, fouls it back for strike 1.
And just like with Nunez, noticing the third baseman coming in a little bit. Yeah, O'Connor does a great job with the range in the infield. It's very difficult to hit a grounder for a hit.
This one is hit to left field, and it's going to sail foul. Rodriguez put a good chunk of metal on that one.
Yeah, we've seen her do that a few times last couple of games. We just need one of those to land in fair territory.
So the count is 0-2 to Julie Rodriguez, the left fielder. That is outside for ball 1. So here comes the 1-2. Swung on, fouled back. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Julie, I know is hungry to get a base hit. She only has 1 hit in the postseason overall, but we know what she's capable of.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is a strikeout, the second one of the second inning. The 4th one of the night for Portillo. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, Elizabeth Craig.
0 for 3 last night. Flew to center field in the 5th inning. That in most times would have been a hit.
That's a check swing foul down the first base side of the field. 0-1 to count.
Yeah, she didn't mean to swing. She went a little too far and made contact to the bat, but thankfully it went foul. Didn't stay fair, or that could have been the 3rd out of the inning.
Right. That one a little low. The O'Connor faithful wanted that one. Didn't get it. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Got a good crowd from both sides there on the bottom floor area. Swung on, fly ball to right. In comes the right fielder, and she makes the grab. Ella Salinas hustling, going down on her knees to make the grab for out number 3.
Yeah, what a play by that right fielder, doing an excellent job. And for a second, I was thinking maybe the ball would pop out because of the way she caught it was so low. You wonder if maybe even hit the ground before it went into her glove. But the umpire ruled that it was a catch.
Show you're proud to be a Panther. Clap your hands. Get loud. Show you're proud to be a Panther. Let's go Panther. Let's go Panther. Show you're proud to be a Panther.
The top of the order, Leanne Good, Jada Munoz, and Ella Gonzalez. 1, 2, and 3 for the Lady Panthers of O'Connor will come to the plate here in the top of the 3rd. First pitch missing high. Good swung at the first pitch of the ball game, a base hit to left field to get things going in the first inning, and she scored on that sacrifice fly from Miko Dominguez. Outside, ball 2.
Well, we all had a late lunch early this afternoon, Joe, and we know how good is going to play at UT Austin next year, and they were showing the Lady Longhorns while we were eating, and we were kind of talking about how, wow, this time next year, that young lady is going to be in a Texas Longhorn uniform.
Yeah, because the Longhorns have their own network. Shows bunt, brings it back, 4 straight pitches, and it's a walk. So for the second time in a row, Good is on first base. And that's going to bring up Jada Munoz. Munoz had that great stop last inning where she just dove to her left, but yet couldn't keep Alexis Solis off the bag because that was just too tough of a play. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And just like we saw it in the first inning, we'll see Good start as if she was going to steal a base, and then she'll come back. But she kind of has you guessing.
Outside, ball 2.
And I think part of the strategy, Joe, is to distract Kat, and you see Coach Rodriguez come out, and that's probably something that he's going to address to Kat and to Jules and to everybody in the infield. Is they're trying to distract the pitcher from throwing what she wants to throw.
Yeah. Speaking of distractions, it's kind of like that video I showed you this morning.
Yeah, that's something you wouldn't see. What happened at first base? A guy dove, right?
Yeah,
the player dove. And
you had runners at the corners. A left-handed pitcher, and this is baseball, not softball. So it's baseball. So it's a left-handed pitcher, so he's facing first base. And the guy acts as if he's going to steal, but it takes like 2 or 3 steps and falls. So the pitcher walks that way, and the guy at third steals home.
What level was that? Did it say?
I did not. My guess is that it's high school. They look very small. So 2-0 count to Munoz. That is low for ball 3. So the count is 3-0 to Jada Munoz. Showing bunt, brings it back outside corner. Strike 1.
And the scouting report on O'Connor is they love to move Good when she's on base, and bunting her over is not out of the question.
With 2 strikes, there she goes. It's a strikeout and a steal.
I think that's strike 2, Joe.
Yeah, right, that's right. You're right, my bad. So a swinging strike, and that was by design. So another stolen base for Good. She's got 2 tonight. That pitch is swung on, hit hard to center field, and it's gone. A 2-run homer from Jada Munoz, and the score's now 3-0.
And that came on a 3-2 count, and Munoz just crushed it over the center field wall. The wind is not blowing that hard tonight. We checked before the game. It was at about 11, 12 miles an hour. But yeah, Munoz still got enough of it to give O'Connor a 3-0 lead.
First baseman number 10, Ella Gonzalez.
So with nobody out, that'll bring up Ella Gonzalez, the first baseman. Sacrifice fly, her first time at the plate. First pitch swung on, right field, base hit. So Ella Gonzalez with a base hit to right field. And so she is on with nobody out. And that's going to bring up Miko Dominguez.
And just like last night, O'Connor with the capability of putting themselves together, consecutive hits in a row, making big plays, and it all started with a walk, and those oftentimes will come back to haunt you.
So here comes the first pitch to Dominguez. High for ball one. One 0 count to Dominguez. Outside, ball two. Two 0 count to Miko Dominguez, the catcher. Swung on, fly ball to right field. Craig calls for it as she's the only one out there. No tag, and brings it in quickly.
Yeah, good job there by Craig. You mentioned, Joe, immediately throwing to second base, keeping Gonzalez at first.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if she was trying to call it or blocking the sun now that I look that way.
Yeah, right now the sun is starting to set. We got maybe about 20, I would say about 30 more minutes of daylight here before the sun sets. I think the sun sets around between 8:10, 8:15.
So that'll bring up Sammy Portillo. She walked her first time up at bat tonight. Ball one. That one is on the outside corner for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sammy Portillo.
So the Aces are wild. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Swing and a miss, strike two.
Yeah, I think Portillo was full there. Was chasing that pitch.
So 1-2 count to Portillo. Outside, ball two. So the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on, that's going to be a base hit to left. So Portillo with a base hit to left. Now we've got runners at first and second with just 1 out, and that'll bring up A.J. Sanchez.
The ball was hit at a perfect spot there. Escamilla gave it a good attempt there, but Portillo on first.
Left fielder number 1, A.J. Sanchez.
We've got a courtesy runner for the pitcher Portillo. Savannah Pope, number 2, will be running.
And for Portillo, that's her first hit of the series.
Sanchez with an inning fly out in the first to center field. Her first time up, 0 for 1 is she. That first pitch right down the pipe for strike one.
And I'm looking at the infield, and I notice Escamilla coming in a little bit along with the third baseman. The second baseman, regular depth.
High for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, A.J. Sanchez. Swung on, fly ball. This is going to be in foul territory. And that's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one was on the inside part of her bat. She did a good job turning on it and being able to knock it out of anybody's range. So she's now faced with a 1-2 count now.
Nobody. The ball went to foul territory over there, but nobody got it. So Escamilla's going to go get it real quick, I think. I think that's what happened.
No, Escamilla, something fell out of her pocket.
Oh, okay. Is that what happened? Okay.
right
so
now.
she was the one that went over there and got icy.
Yeah.
And then she dropped something.
Yeah, on the way back. So 1-2 count to Sanchez. Swung on, fouled back. Count will remain. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And we see AJ just battling Cat, trying to stay alive.
So here comes the 1-2. Swung on, fouled back, 1-2 again.
And that she's chasing Joe.
Yeah, she is. What she's trying to do is just protect the plate. Anything close, she's got to swing because you've got 2 strikes.
Absolutely.
And remember, Gatia's done a really good job at painting those corners. Outside and away for ball 2. That one is a wild pitch, and the runners will advance.
Well, what happens now, Joe, is that the force out at third and second are now out of the equation, so you don't have a force out anymore. And I'm sure that's what they're talking about right now.
Yeah.
It looks like the pitch just got away from Kat there.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like, is that it just slipped out of her hand. So it's a full count to the batter, AJ Sanchez. Swung on, fouled back, out of play. Will remain 3 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball, great stop by the third baseman, Alexis Solis. And she was able to get up and fire it to first, but she could not get it to home on time. So the only play was to first, and she did a great job at that.
Yeah, she made a great throw over there to Nunez, but Sanchez does get credit for an RBI on that ground out. So O'Connor now with a 4-0 lead as a runner from third scores.
Yeah, Ella Gonzalez.
Ella Gonzalez, right. And a good base running there by Gonzalez.
Yeah, she really had nothing else, nowhere else to go, because that ball was hit really hard. And it was hit, I don't know how close to the bag, because I think Solis used the bag to kind of prop herself back up. And so she was able to get up and fire it to first to get that out.
And it was a difficult play, Joe, because as you mentioned, she was on the ground and she had to get back up and then throw it all the way across the diamond the diamond to first base.
Yeah, my geometry mathematical skills aren't good enough to figure out the distance between third and first. I do know that there's 60 feet between the bases. Maybe somebody can do that for us.
Right. All the way across.
First pitch inside for ball 1. Ella Salinas now at the plate for the O'Connor Lady Panthers. 4-0 is the score. Runner at third with 2 outs. Swung on, fly ball to the second baseman, Mia Rodriguez. She steps up 1 step and makes the grab for out number 3. But O'Connor scores 3 in the third. Now lead 4-0. So we head to the bottom of the third inning, and we head to the top of the order for your Lady Panthers. Lexi Escamilla, Alexis Solis, and Jules Garcia will come to the plate here in the bottom of the third.
And Escamilla struck out looking in the first inning.
Shortstop number 5, Lexi Escamilla.
And she's looking for her first hit of the series.
So the first pitch to Lexi is on the outside corner for strike one.
So Portillo is now working with a 4-run lead.
Outside corner, strike two. That was just looked like the same pitch.
Yeah, and Lexi, thought about swinging, held up, but nevertheless, it was still a strike.
So 0-2 count to Escamilla. Swing and a miss, strike three. So strikeout number 5 for Portillo, and that'll bring up Alexis Solis. She's 1 for 1 tonight.
Oh, she's the only player with the hit for the Lady Panthers.
Had that hit to the second baseman. In between first and second, Jada had to really move over to make that grab and just couldn't get it in time to first base. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Then you notice the infield in the corners coming in. Now we know that Alexis has the capability of hitting it deep.
That is swung on, hit to right field. Back goes the right fielder, Salinas, and she makes the grab for out number 2.
Yeah, Salinas had to kind of go back a little bit to her left side.
Pitcher number 27.
Ball was hit hard by Solis, but Salinas making the play in right field.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Jules Garcia. She walked her first time tonight. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it back.
It's kind of hard to tell, Joe, but all the members of the Lady Panthers are wearing some kind of red ribbon. Some of the players on their hair, some of them on their shoelaces and in their ankle area, and that's to honor the victims in Uvalde. The school colors in Uvalde are maroon.
Right. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
And when I asked who did that for them, I was told it was the players. It was their idea.
Yeah, a lot of tributes going out to Uvalde. Of course, we know that horrific tragedy that occurred on Tuesday around noon, where 19 kids and 2 teachers lost their lives, unfortunately.
Right, at an elementary school.
Robb Elementary. And of course, here at Cabinets Field, the flags are being flown at half mast, as they are pretty much all around the country. That changeup is a pitch we saw a lot last night. Haven't seen it a lot tonight, but that one missed. And I want to say that's the first time I've seen that one called for a ball.
Then, I wonder if she had that in her back pocket, being that it's Jules Garcia at the plate, the most dangerous hitter in the lineup.
So count is 2-2. That is low. Now count is full.
Yeah, Portillo was hoping to get that call.
So here comes the full count. That is ball 4. So for the second straight time, Jules Garcia draws a walk. And that'll bring up Katia Reyes.
So for the second time in a row, Jules getting on base with a walk. So great patience. We see Emily Galvan again, the courtesy runner for Jules.
Pitcher number 20, Katia Reyes.
Galvan. So Katia Reyes steps into the box with 2 outs, runners at first base. First pitch is high for ball 1.
The Cat struck out swinging in the first inning. That was on a 1-2 count. And we know that she wants to make something happen.
That pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Reyes. Little high for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to Katia Reyes. That one's on the inside corner. Reyes didn't like it.
Nah, she thought it was too far inside. But the umpire has been consistent.
So the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. There is a runner at first base. Swung on, fouled back out of play. Count will remain 2-2.
And we notice Emily Galvan hustling to second. If the Cat's able to get a hit, put the ball in play, Emily is a very good base runner and can circle those bases.
And with 2 outs, she'll be going at the crack of the bat.
Absolutely.
So here comes the 2-2 to Reyes. That one missing high for ball 3.
So it's fair to say this is a pretty big pitch here, even though we're in the 3rd inning, but you got a runner on with 2 outs.
And she'll be going now. Swung on, fouled back out of play. And you saw that she was already on her way. So the count remains full. 3-2 to Katia Reyes. Swung on, fly ball. It's going to the outfield. Shortstop, Leanne Good. What a grab. I thought that was going to be a Texas League base hit, but Good able to turn, run, and make the grab for out number 3.
She actually took like 1 or 2 steps forward before going back, and I actually thought she might also lose her balance there, but did a great play there, and that's what a Division I players do right there. And I was just hoping that the ball would drop, and it just never did, and stayed up there long enough for the young lady to make a spectacular catch.
We head to the 4th. 4-0 O'Connor on top.
Before Christine McCleary was a physical therapist, she was an honor student at Weslaco ISD, played sports, and was a cheerleader. She graduated from Ohio State University, then physical therapy school at Texas State University. Now she is Dr. Christine McCleary at Triumph Therapy and part of the clinical faculty at UTRGV School of Medicine. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For Christine McCleary, WISD was the right choice.
We head to the 4th inning, and it's going to be Carter, Lunsford, and Good for O'Connor.
And Carter grounded to Escamilla at short in the 2nd inning.
So here comes the first pitch to Carter. And that is missing outside the strike zone for ball one. One 0 count to Carter. Swung on, fly ball. Solis moving out to her right, and she makes the grab for out number one.
And we've seen Solis make big plays at the plate, but defensively, she's also done a great job. And that was a nice catch there. That ball was sky high there by Carter, and Solis made sure to get underneath it to make the catch in foul territory for out number one.
So that's going to bring up Lunsford. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it back into the netting for strike one.
And Lunsford struck out swinging to end the second inning. Only a freshman is Lunsford.
That pitch missing for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike to Lunsford. Swing and a miss, strike two.
Nice pitch there by Cat. He got Lunsford chasing there, swinging and missing. Is ahead of the count.
So the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lunsford. Swing and a miss, strike three.
Just like we saw Cat do in the second inning. Got Lunsford to chase something.
Shortstop number 7, Leanne Good.
Nice job there by Cat.
So that's going to head us to the top of the lineup in Leanne Good. She is 1 for 1 and a walk. She's got 2 stolen bases, and she scored twice tonight.
Was held hitless last night, and today she's been a problem in the leadoff spot.
Outside for ball 2. Two-0 count to Good. Swung on, fouled back, strike one, and that was a good-looking swing.
Yeah, that was a very good swing there by Goodwin. Was trying to take a 2-0 pitch there. Hit it hard. Fouled it back.
That one is in there for strike two. Very good looking pitch from Reyes.
Yeah, she took that was like an off-speed pitch. Got the outside corner.
2-2 count to Good. Swung on, fly ball. This is going to go back out of play, and the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Nobody on. Swung on, fly ball. This is in the right center field gap, and that's going to be a double for Good. And she's going to try to turn it into a triple, and she does. You were talking, Mike, about the aggressive base running of San Antonio Connor, and we just saw it right there.
Yeah, she hit it to the right center field gap there. Nobody in sight, and Good hustled all the way around, making it look easy. Most players, that would be a double, but not for this young lady.
And that'll bring up Jada Munoz. She's the one that homered last time up at bat. That is a wild pitch or hit by pitch, so it's going to be a dead ball. Good will have to go back. I thought it hit home plate, but it hit the batter.
Yeah, must have hit her in the knee area or underneath the knee. And as you mentioned, Joe, it's a dead ball as soon as that happens. So Goodwin's going to have to go back to third base. So
First baseman number 10.
O'Connor trying a 2-out, trying to do something with 2 outs here.
So runners at the corners, 2 outs. That'll bring up Ella Gonzalez, and Munoz goes to second. And no way you're going to try to throw out Munoz. She's pretty speedy, but you've got to worry about Good coming home. Outside for ball 1.
Yeah, that's an excellent point because, we talked about how between home and first and home and third is only 60 feet. So you take your chance trying to throw the base runner out at second. You're risking Goodwin going from third to home should the runner make it safe.
Hard hit ball to Romy, and Romy grabs that, touches the bag for out number 3. Good play there by Romy Nunez, as that pinch ball was hit really hard, and she just stayed in front of it, knocked it down, and grabbed it and touched first for out number 3. And the good thing is, no runs came in, Mike.
Yeah, exactly. And, for O'Connor tonight, they've been able to capitalize on opportunities there, but Romy doing an excellent job there. Didn't panic. Once the ball got to her, the ball stayed in front of her and touched the bag for the 3rd out.
So we head to the bottom of the 4th, 4-0, O'Connor on top of Weslaco.
Number 10, Stacy Bautista.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 4th. Stacy Bautista, Mia Rodriguez, and Romy Nunez will be coming up for your Lady Panthers. Portillo still in the circle here in the bottom of the 4th for O'Connor. So Bautista with a pop up to center, her first time up, watches the first pitch go by for strike 1.
And we know that Weslaco is the home team, so they will get the last at bat regardless, if needed.
Swings at that one, fouls it back into the netting for strike 2. Oh, 2 count to Bautista. That is outside for ball 1.
Was trying to get the outside corner there. The Dominguez there set up perfectly, but few inches outside.
1-2 count to Bautista. Swung on, hit, fly ball. This is in foul territory. Can they catch up to it? No, they can't. Sanchez made a great effort, but just couldn't get to it. Trying to slide and grab it, but to no avail. So that is going to keep the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And also hustling out there was Goodwin, and she almost caught up to the left fielder there.
Yeah, she was out there quick.
Good showing her speed.
So here comes the 1-2 once again. Swung on, fouled back. And this may be, the 4th time that we're seeing a 1-2 count? So Bautista really battling in the box at the plate tonight.
And she understands that, her team needs base runners. And she's just trying to find a way to get on base, and she's battling.
These did not go around. That's that breaking ball that we seen Portillo throw so well last night and tonight.
Yeah, and she must have made some contact or something because I thought she swung
Well, they're saying she didn't go around.
She didn't go around. Okay, she held up, so that's why it's 2-2.
Right. Swung on, fouled back. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now, this has got to be probably pitch number 10 to Bautista.
Yeah,
If not
at
9.
least 9. Well, yeah, absolutely. And she's battling.
So she's making Portillo work. There's that pitch again. This time it misses high for ball 3. So the count is full. So Bautista has done a really good job with this at-bat and forcing Portillo to really attack her. So here comes a payoff pitch. Ball 4. So what an at-bat for Bautista.
Yeah, she won that battle there. And for Portillo, I think that's her 4th walk of the night. And she walked a high number of batters too in the last round against Round Rock. She gave up 8 walks against Round Rock.
Substitution at first
Lola
base,
Reyes
Lola Reyes.
will come in to run for Casey Bautista. Of course, Bautista, the designated player, and Lola Reyes, the flex player.
So once again, the Lady Panthers of Weslaco with the leadoff man on.
Second baseman, Mia Rodriguez.
And that'll bring up Mia Rodriguez. Rodriguez walked her first time at the plate tonight. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it back. 0-1 to count. Rodriguez steps out of the box, comes back in. Swings at that pitch and fouls it back, and now the count is 0-2.
Yeah, and I know the Lady Panther fans of Weslaco are anxious because we know they have the capability of putting together 2, 3, 4 hits in a row.
They've done that so many times throughout the season, and right now would be a great time to do it all over again. That one missing outside for ball 1. Bottom of the 4th inning, Lady Panthers of Weslaco down 4-0. Have 1 hit tonight. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Swung on, fly ball to right. In comes the right fielder, Salinas, and she'll make the grab for out number 1.
Yeah, nice hustle there by Salinas at right field. And Rodriguez was trying to put it in a spot between second and right, but and Lola could only take a few steps towards second and then had to hustle back to first after the catch.
And that's going to bring up Romy Nunez. She struck out her first time tonight.
Yeah, and it was in 3 pitches.
Swings at the first pitch, strike 1. Oh, 1 count to Nunez. That pitch is going to miss outside and low for ball 1. 1-1 count to Romy Nunez, the first baseman for your Lady Panthers.
And you notice there Dominguez kind of looking at first there after the pitch. But the Reyes getting back.
Inside for ball 2. So the count now is 2 balls and 1 strike to Nunez. Swung on, foul down the right side. Caught the edge of that netting that extends almost to the dugout, and you saw all the San Antonio O'Connor team just duck.
Yeah, thankfully that net was there for the protection. Yeah, the facility here doing a great job of putting up the nets and part of it coming toward the canopy on top.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So now there are 2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring up Julie Rodriguez, who's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout.
Left fielder number 18, Julie Rodriguez.
And I have Portillo with 6 strikeouts, I think, for the night.
That's what I've got, Mike. 6 strikeouts. First pitch missing for ball 1. So good thing that we match up on our stats.
Yeah, that's a good thing. If I have it and you have it, that means we're doing something right.
1-0 count to Rodriguez. Inside corner for strike 1. We've seen that pitch to the inside corner a little bit more frequent here in this ball game.
And you wonder if that's part of the adjustment for O'Connor and for Portillo, is attacking Lady Panther hitters to the inside.
Swung on, foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes is now the count to Julie Rodriguez. So here comes the 1-2 to Rodriguez. Ball high, count is now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Inside, count is now full.
Yeah, Julie there checked her swing, didn't go all the way around. A great job there, making the count full.
Yeah, it was also trying to defend herself as well because that pitch was inside. So that was like a little double move from her. So full count to Julie Rodriguez. Ball 4. So second walk of the inning, and now we got runners at first and second with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Elizabeth Craig. She's 0 for 1 tonight, a fly out to the right field.
And we saw her with a couple of big hits in the last round here. And Craig looking for her first hit of the series, and this is a golden opportunity once again. And I think we're going to have a courtesy runner at first base.
Yeah, we've got a courtesy runner for Julie Rodriguez. And that's going to be Kiara Sosa, another one of those sophomores.
Substitution at first base, number 6, Kiara Sosa.
And if you notice, Julie talking to Elizabeth Craig there, just probably letting her know what she saw at the plate, what to expect. And I'm sure she told her, look out in the inside. That's where Portillo attacked me. Is attack a phrase in softball, or I don't know?
If it isn't, we've just made it.
Yeah.
So now you're going to hear it a lot, and we're going to say thanks to Mike for getting that one going. First pitch swung on, and this is going to be a gapper for a base hit. And 1 run is going to score, and they'll keep Sosa at third base.
Excellent piece of hitting for Craig, going to right center here. Perfect spot there to put Weslaco on the board. And a great base running by Lola Reyes.
Yeah, with 2 outs, you go at the crack of the bat. And look at Kiara Sosa. She did the same thing and is at third. So the first run of the night comes in. off that base hit from Elizabeth Craig. And now we go to the top of the lineup, Lexi Escamilla. Lexi's 0 for 2 tonight, 2 strikeouts. Swings at the first pitch, and that's going to be fouled off to the right for strike 1.
And for Elizabeth Craig, that's RBI number 8 in the postseason. She's had a spectacular playoff run as a sophomore.
Well, we've talked about it, Mike, that she's upped her batting average about 120 points in the postseason.
And we've seen her hit the ball all over the place. She's gone to right center, center field.
That pitch low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And remember, last series, they were playing her shallow, and she knocked it over their heads. So she's got some pop in that bat as well.
Yeah. The first year on the varsity squad, moving from McAllen Memorial to Weslaco, making a contribution.
Outside corner for strike 2. So just when you're looking for that inside pitch, Portillo comes with an outside pitch.
And the calls have been consistent.
Inside corner for strike 3, and that's going to do it for your Lady Panthers. But they do get 1 run on 1 hit. 2 runners left on. We played 4 innings here at Cabinot Field in Corpus Christi. And it's the O'Connor Lady Panthers 4 and your Weslaco Lady Panthers 1.
Weslaco ISD graduates receive more than $4 million in college scholarships, including dozens who will play college sports. More than 900 received a certification and are ready for the workforce or continuing their education. Over 400 honor graduates will have opportunities to study at top-tier universities. And we are proud of our scholars graduating from medical school, law school, business school, and Ivy League universities. Weslaco ISD, the right choice for high school and beyond.
Well, we head to the 5th inning, and in the 5th inning, O'Connor will send Mico Dominguez, Sammy Portillo, and AJ Sanchez. Katia Reyes in the circle for your Lady Panthers. Mico Dominguez, sacrifice fly to right in the first inning. That was an RBI for her, and a pop out to right in the 3rd. Outside corner for strike 1.
I mean, she'll be a member of the Lady Panthers of San Antonio, O'Connor, for the next 3 years, only a freshman.
Swung on, fouled back, strike 2. That was another pitch on the outside corner, but Dominguez able to get a little piece of it and knock it back, fouled, and now the count is 0-2.
It's a team, Joe, that has a lot of seniors on the starting lineup, but they'll be able to build around Dominguez after this year.
That is outside for ball 1. Carter, the third baseman, is also just a sophomore, so they've got a couple of players that they're going to be able to build around for coming years. But, of course, we know our Lady Panthers have quite a few sophomores, so they've got a good foundation on which to continue this run.
And something that Coach Rodriguez told me this morning is that not only are they young, but they play multiple positions, which is nice to have.
Swung on, fouled back. Count will remain 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So I know Kat and Jules will move on after the season. 2 big losses there, but he'll have a lot to work with. And he did mention a couple of freshmen and even 8th graders that are going to come in. And
that's a hard hit ball to Mia Rodriguez. And on one hopper, she knocks it down, but it gets away from her for a base hit.
Well, I agree. I think it's a base hit, but I'm looking at the scoreboard, and they're giving
her an error.
Rodriguez an error.
Number 17.
I mean, it was a tough play, though. Rodriguez did what she could to keep the ball in front of her, but it bounced off of her and went toward second base.
So leadoff runner is on for O'Connor, and that's going to bring up Sammy Portillo. She is 1 for 1 and a walk tonight.
Was stranded at third base in the third inning. Got her first hit of the series in the third inning.
So here comes the pitch to Portillo, and that's a wild pitch. And off to second is Dominguez.
So that's the second time we see Cat do that. You wonder if her hands are a little sweaty there. The ball's just slipping off of her hand, or if it's a little bit of frustration kicking in a little bit.
It's a little humid tonight. Outside, ball 2. 2-1 count to Portillo.
It's humid and the sun finally set.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. The sun was hitting us at the start of the game.
Yeah, and really, it felt like it was in the hundreds, to be honest with you. Outside corner, strike 2. So the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. You're going to ask, she went around. She did. Strike 3.
So that goes down as a strikeout swinging there, and the umpire didn't hesitate. Said that she went far enough, and Portillo is out swinging for out number 1.
And that's the 4th strikeout for Katia tonight.
Yeah, nice pitch there, getting Portillo.
And that'll bring up A.J. Sanchez. 0 for 2 tonight. A pop-up and a ground out. Swings at the first pitch, back foul, strike 1.
I was just going to say, Joe, that the Sanchez is 0 for 2, but does have an RBI on that ground out in the third inning.
Right. Another wild pitch from Katia. And now Dominguez is at third. So 1 out, runner at third in Mika Dominguez. And now the count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Sanchez. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, great pitch there by Cat. Came with a curveball, looked like. And Sanchez was chasing it, missed.
So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sanchez. Swung on, fouled back, 1-2 rule means the count.
And I'm looking at the infield. I notice second and short are playing at their normal positions, playing a little back, and first and third are pretty normal as well.
Playing even with the bag, yeah. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is strikeout number 5 for Reyes. And that'll bring up Ella Salinas. And Ella Salinas is 0 for 2. A strikeout and a pop-up to second base.
Yeah, that's a big out there for Cat. Dominguez stays at third and the 1 out away.
Outside corner for strike 1.
Salinas came into last night, tied for second on the team with 24 RBIs.
Swung on, fouled back, strike 2. So Reyes ahead in the count on Salinas, 0-2.
And then let's see if a cat can get one more strike here.
Keep that runner stranded at third. So nothing in two the count to Salinas. Runner at third in Dominguez. Swung on, fouled back. Count will remain nothing in two.
So this is a pretty big situation, Joe, because, I mean, the Lady Panthers are not out of it, only down by 3 runs. You know, we can get one more out here. But at the same time, O'Connor has come up with big hits.
That is high, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes to Salinas. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on, fly ball, center field. Reyes can't catch up to it. It's a gapper. Craig picks it up, and it's going to be a double with 1 RBI for Salinas.
And Salinas hit it at the perfect spot. A great effort there by Reyes at center. We saw her make an unbelievable catch last Saturday, but not this time. Had she maybe played a few more steps to her left, she would have had a chance, but not tonight.
So now the score is 5-1 in favor of O'Connor. And now to the plate will come Haley Carter. 0 for 2, a ground out and a pop-up for her tonight, and that is at the knees for strike 1.
So O'Connor gets its 4-run lead again.
That one is outside for ball 1.
I thought about swinging there, but was able to
Jules wanted
hold up.
Yes, she did. Jules wanted some help. The umpire said no. Jules wanted help from first, and that first place umpire, Anthony Romano, said no as well. So it is ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Carter. That is a swing and a miss. No doubt about that.
No doubt about that one. No questions asked. No need to check.
I felt the breeze all the way up here. One ball, 2 strikes is the count. Now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2-2 to Carter. Swung on, fouled back. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. So here comes the 2-2. Swung on, fly ball. Rodriguez under it, grabs it, out number 3. But O'Connor gets one more. And now the score is 5-1, and we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Weslaco ISD graduates receive more than $4 million in college scholarships, including dozens who will play college sports. More than 900 received a certification and are ready for the workforce or continuing their education. Over 400 honor graduates will have opportunities to study at top-tier universities. And we are proud of our scholars graduating from medical school, law school, business school, and Ivy League universities. Weslaco ISD, the right choice for high school and beyond.
So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Lady Panthers will send Jules Garcia and Reyes to the plate.
And this is some of their better hitters here, Mike.
Meat of the lineup.
Solis is 1 for 2 tonight, a base hit and a fly out to right. So she's been able to make contact here this evening.
Yeah, she hit it hard to right field her last time up, and it was an out. And you mentioned she has one of the 2 hits tonight.
Swings at the first pitch. This is going to go out of play for strike 1. Oh, 1 count to Solis here in the bottom of the 5th. That one way outside, and that is now ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Solis.
So in the last inning, we had the leadoff hitter walk and score. You know, we kind of need that kind of same scenario again. You know, just find a way to get on base.
That one is hit hard. Mario Salinas had to get down on his back end to get out of the way.
Yeah, look at Mario there laughing.
And now he takes a bow.
Now he takes a bow. It's a good thing he was paying attention there and not looking somewhere else or talking to another coach or player in the dugout. It would have been funnier if he were to, you know, go all the way back and flip. Probably hasn't done that in over 30 years.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Solis, fouls that one back, and it's 1-2 again.
And it was a line drive.
Yeah, the ball was hit pretty hard. 1-2 count to Solis. Swung on, third baseman picks it up, fires it to first, and it gets away, and that's Did she hang on to it?
Well, Coach Hinojosa is talking to the first base umpire there.
I thought it got away from her glove.
And we know that she got off the bag there, but the question is that did she put her foot back in the bag before Solis touched the bag?
So we'll see what the call is. They're going to say she's out.
And the Carter made a great play at third. She was actually playing a little in there. It was a pretty hard hit ball, but she had to throw it all the way across there. And
a good job by Gonzalez, because I thought the ball was going to get slipped out of her glove. But nonetheless, that goes down as an out. So that'll bring up Jules Garcia. Jules Garcia has been walked twice tonight. That pitch high and away for ball 1.
So that's the first time that we've seen a pitch get away of Portillo. And you mentioned about the humidity here in Corpus Christi.
So 1-0 count to Garcia. They're going to say she went around, strike 1.
She was trying to check her swing, went a little too far there.
So the count now is 1 ball and 1 strike. Swung on, fouled back out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter, Jules Garcia. One, 2 is the count to Jules Garcia. Swung on. That's going to be a base hit to center field. What a swing from Garcia. She just waited on that and then knocked it to center field.
Yeah, exactly, Joe. You kind of noticed that she kind of hesitated. She waited, and it's as if she read Portillo there. And a great piece of hitting there by Jules, hitting it to center field.
Courtesy runner, first base.
And she's on for she reached for the third time, but once again, we're going to have a courtesy runner in Galvan.
Pitcher number 20, Katia Reyes.
That's the third time she's reached tonight, twice on a walk, and that's her first hit tonight. So that'll bring up Katia Reyes, the pitcher. She's 0 for 2 tonight. That pitch is outside for ball 1. Swung on, fly ball, left field. Sanchez coming in, and she makes the grab for out number 2.
Yeah, once again, we saw Good come out there hustling, wanting to make a play, but then she kind of pointed to the left fielder like, you make the play, and the Sanchez was right there for the catch.
So with 2 outs, that'll bring up the designated player, Stacy Bautista. She's 0 for 1 and a walk, but she is the only one to come across the plate here tonight, and that was on that hit from Craig.
And once again, we see a ball get away from Portillo.
Ball 1. That second pitch missing as well, ball 2. 2-0 count to Bautista. In the dirt for ball 3.
Great patience there by Bautista. You mentioned she walked at her last at bat there, so she's making Portillo work there. Will she have the 3-0 green light with 2 outs?
I believe she's going to be taking all the way. Strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike to Bautista.
And the wind is still blowing out, but as mentioned, not as hard as when we were here last week. I would guess about 10 miles an hour still.
Swung on, hit hard to center field, and that ball is out of here. Stacy Bautista with a 2-run jack has now brought your Lady Panthers to within 2, and the score now is 5-3.
Boy, that the Lady Panthers need that spark right there, and it comes from Stacy Bautista getting a, what was it, a 2-2 count, I think, and smoked it to right center. No doubt about it. I was thinking maybe it would hit the scoreboard. That would have been kind of cool there, but Bautista bringing the Lady Panthers right back into this ball game, now only down 2.
And now Weslaco faithful making some noise here at Cabinet Field.
And they've been trying for the last 2 games. They've been trying and waiting and pleading. They want somebody to do something. And it was it was the senior Bautista on graduation night.
And that'll bring up Mia Rodriguez. First pitch missing for ball 1.
And that's Bautista basically saying, we're not out. We're not out of it yet. And this is only the 5th inning.
A lot of softball to be played. Inside, ball 2.
And just like last night, you wonder how Portillo's feeling in the circle. We saw her get replaced last night in the 6th inning.
Ball 3. Three-0 count to Rodriguez.
The Lady Panther fans of Wasco stomping their feet here on the aluminum bleachers.
Ball 4. So Rodriguez is on via a walk. And now Romy Nunez to the plate. She's 0 for 2. And out comes the coaching staff for O'Connor. We know Portillo got pulled last night. And we'll see if she gets pulled here tonight.
And we saw Romy with some magic last week in Game 2. She has 2 home runs in the postseason. Last week, tattooed one over the left field wall in the afternoon. If she can get a hold of one, Joe, we're going to have ourselves a tie game.
That's right. Looks like they're going to keep Portillo in the circle. So Portillo remains in the circle. Rodriguez at first, and to the plate is Romy Nunez. She's 0 for 2 tonight, but as you mentioned, Mike, she's due.
Only a sophomore, but she's come up with some big hits in this playoff run.
So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Lady Panthers of Weslaco trailing 5-3. Runner at first. Nunez at the plate. First pitch misses high and away for ball 1.
You hear one of the fans screaming 5 in a row. 5 balls in a row by Portillo.
Yeah, exactly. Make it 6. Out comes the pitch, the coaching staff once again. So you got to think this is going to do it for Portillo.
Yeah, in addition to the fans here, I'm looking at the dugout over there in Weslaco, and they're also hollering, trying to make some noise. Well, we got ourselves a critical situation and a pitching change, Joe.
Yeah, they're bringing out Martinez again. They brought her out last night, as you mentioned, in the 6th. Tonight they bring her out in the 5th.
Only a sophomore, got credit for the save last night. But she did give up a double.
And the good thing is that the Lady Panthers have already seen her. So she's not someone they haven't seen yet. So they
Absolutely.
They had a chance to see her last night.
That's a great point there. They are familiar with the Martinez and what she throws out there a little bit.
Yeah, so we saw her last night come with a lot of breaking balls, and she has that one riser that we saw her throw last night quite a bit and somewhat effective. But we gotta think that the Lady Panthers are poised here to make a difference in this inning, as they are getting some more momentum, as they've had a couple of hits, and that big home run from Bautista has got to get them excited.
Well, the Lady Panthers have come this far with their big hits, great defense, and some very good pitching. So now we've had ourselves a big 2-run homer, but what a golden opportunity for Romy Nunez. The Lady Panthers of Weslaco still have some magic left in them.
So Martinez now in the circle for San Antonio O'Connor. 2-0 count to Nunez. At first, Mia Rodriguez. Outside corner, strike one.
So Portillo was responsible for the runner at first. And at the plate, I think, also,
Yes.
right?
Outside, ball three.
And if Nunez can get on board, Joe, guess what? The go-ahead run is on deck.
Swung on, fouled back. The count is now full.
Time run at the plate, go-ahead run on deck. 3-2, 2 outs. We're going to have the runner at first run.
Yeah, she'll be going, Mike. You're right. You're right. So the count is full.
Biggest pitch of the night for sure.
So here comes the payoff pitch to Nunez. Swung on, third baseman. Carter picks it up, fires it to first, and it's in time for out number three. Nunez really hustling and actually sliding to try to beat out the throw, but Carter with a good throw to get out number three. But your Lady Panthers do get two, and now trail by only two, 5-3. We head to the sixth. Katia Reyes still in the circle for your Lady Panthers as we head to the sixth inning.
Designated player number 19, Trinity Lunsford.
Trinity Lunsford at the plate. She'll face Katia Reyes for the third time tonight. She's been struck out twice. Swing and a miss, strike one at the first pitch.
And that was the kind of pitch that Lunsford struck out swinging in the fourth inning. And as you mentioned, Joe, she struck out swinging twice.
Looks like a changeup from here because that was off speed. So good pitch from Reyes. Showing butt, puts it up in the air behind the home plate, and that's going to be strike two.
And as a matter of fact, Joe, Cat has struck out Lunsford 4 times in the series, going back to last night.
Yeah, after that double she had her first time at the plate, it's been 4 straight strikeouts. So 0-2 the count to Lunsford. That's a dribbler down the first base line, but it's foul. Count will remain 0-2.
You know, and knowing Cat, the competitor that she is, when you have run support, you have a big play like that 2-run homer in the last half of the inning, you feel like it boosts her confidence a little bit.
So here comes the 0-2. Jules going to the other batter's box to see if they can get Lunsford to chase something, but she does not, and now the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on, fly ball. Escamilla calling it. She's got it. Out number 1 has been recorded.
Nice job there by Escamilla going to her left side. We also saw Lola Reyes creep in from center field for backup there, but that was Escamilla's play all the way for out number 1.
And that'll bring up Leanne Good. Leanne Good is 2 for 2 tonight and a walk. She scored twice with left stranded her last time at third base. Breaking ball for strike 1.
Yeah, she's been a tough cookie tonight. Leadoff hitter. And then we saw how impressive she was running the bases as well.
Swung on, fouled back, out of play, 0-2. So Reyes ahead in the count on good.
And she's also made some key defensive plays that has prevented Weslaco from scoring.
Swung on, fly ball, center field. Reyes going back. Plenty of room, and she grabs it right in front of the warning track for out number 2. So Good gave that one a ride.
She gave that a good ride, and thankfully the wind is not blowing as hard as our last visit, or that might have been out of here. And Reyes, great job there at center field once again, making the catch. And I'm sure Kat giving her that little heart.
She was giving her a big high five in the air right there. She may have done the heart before, but she was giving her some props for that great grab there. And now there's 2 outs, and that'll bring up Jada Munoz. Munoz is 1 for 1 tonight. She's walked, and she's also reached via a hit by pitch, excuse me. That one was low for ball 2.
So with Weslaco scoring 2 runs in the 5th and a 1 run in the 4th, actually, it'd be nice to get a 1-2-3 inning here.
Absolutely. That would really give them some more momentum. After scoring those 2 runs and then a 1-2-3 inning, that would really get them charged up. Count is 2 balls and a strike to Jada Munoz. Swung on, fouled back. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Almost had strike number 3 there. It was foul tip.
So here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Look at Katia taking off her mask and showing some emotion.
Strike out number 6 for Reyes. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 5-3, O'Connor on top.
In 1921, 100 years ago, WISD started educating the area children. Bring 2 sack lunches and tools to help clear a field for athletics, the notice said. Buildings from the early years serve as a reminder of how far we have come. Through all the history and over time, educating students, expanding horizons, changing the world, helping build this community. Weslaco ISD, 100 years in the making, and still the right choice.
Heading to the bottom of the 6th, Lady Panthers trailing 5-3. They'll send Julie Rodriguez, Elizabeth Craig, and Lexi Escamilla to the plate. Julie Rodriguez is 0 for 1 and a walk tonight. She's got a strikeout. Her first time at the plate in the 2nd inning.
Another senior.
Swung on, fouled down the third base side. Strike 1. You know, you mentioned, Mike, that these seniors would be graduating tonight as Weslaco High School is holding their graduation ceremony tonight. Probably still going on.
Yeah, graduation's in roughly about 9:30 or 10.
That pitch was inside for ball 1.
And I'm willing to bet a lot of those fans over there, or those in attendance at the graduation, are watching us live.
Yes, they've got their phones out watching the game.
Some of the graduates are probably watching us on their phone.
Yep, I guarantee you they are.
They're not even paying attention until they go up on stage, get their diploma, come sit right back down and watch our broadcast.
So a big shout out to those watching at Bobby Lackey Stadium, either ready to receive their diplomas, having received their diplomas, or watching their loved ones receive a diploma.
Yeah, and I believe they're going to have a firework display. That's kind of been the tradition the last couple of years or so for the graduates. And, let's hope the softball team here can give Weslaco some fireworks of their own.
2-1 count to Rodriguez. Outside corner, strike 2. So the count now is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Julie Rodriguez. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That was a changeup.
Yeah, and just give credit to the pitcher there, Martinez, with that pitch. Took something off of it and came back with the changeup, as you mentioned, Joe, and fooled Julie there for out number 1.
Yeah, Julie was way ahead of that one. That'll bring up Elizabeth Craig. She's 1 for 2 tonight. A single to right, drove in a run in the 4th, and a pop-up to right her first time at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1 as she goes after the first pitch.
So if Craig could find a way to get on, then you go to the top of the batting lineup. You know, Lexi has had a tough night, but you know that she's anxious to get back at the plate and help her team out.
That is a breaking ball in there for strike 2. That one fooled Elizabeth Craig.
Yeah, it was one of those where she wasn't sure whether to hold up or swing, and nevertheless, it was a strike.
Way outside for ball 1.
And I'm keeping my eye on the third baseman. She's kind of cheating a little bit. A few steps in to her left and in.
That one right back to the pitcher, and a great grab out of the air by Martinez, and she was surprised about that one.
Yeah, the ball was hit so hard, and the only thing she could do is stick her glove up, and that's just great athletic play there by Martinez in the circle.
And great reflexes as well.
Absolutely.
And so we head to the top of the order. Lexi Escamilla, she's 0 for 3 tonight. 3 strikeouts to her record in this ball game.
I'm sure growing up, Joe, you tossed a Frisbee and played with it. That's what it looked like a little bit, if you know what I mean, with the reflex.
Right, exactly. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Low, ball 2. 2-0 count to the leadoff batter, Lexi Escamilla.
And I'm noticing a center fielder, Kaylin Rodriguez, is taking a few steps in.
That is strike 1 on the outside corner.
So I wonder if Lexi has noticed that, and we saw last week Craig make Austin Bowie pay with a big hit.
That's a line drive to the second baseman. Munoz picks it up, fires it to first for out number 3. Munoz picking it up on one hop as it didn't quite get all the way to her. Fires it to first for the third out, and the Lady Panthers go 1-2-3. We played 6, 5-3. O'Connor on top of Weslaco.
At Weslaco ISD, we teach our students in pre-K and kindergarten the fundamentals of reading by making it fun so they enjoy learning. Students in first grade are reading chapter books. It starts with pre-K and kinder, then a whole new world opens up with music, robotics, art, folklorico, swimming. Weslaco ISD students can accomplish anything. We know because we have seen the success in our students over time.
Weslaco ISD, learning in person in a safe, clean environment or online with the latest technology provided by WISD. Weslaco ISD, 100 years in the making and still the right choice with safety in mind. Enroll now.
Well, we head to the 7th inning,
Leading off the 7th,
and
O'Connor.
San Antonio
First baseman, number
O'Connor
10, Ella
will
Gonzalez.
send batters 3, 4, and 5. Ella Gonzalez, Mico Dominguez, and Sammy Portillo to the plate. First pitch hits her on the shoulder, so she'll be at first. That's the second hit batsman tonight.
Catcher number 14, Nico Dominguez.
So that'll bring up Mico Dominguez. She reached on an error and scored her last time up at the plate. She's popped up to right. She also sacrificed to right, driving in a run.
So when we've seen O'Connor have its leadoff hitter reach base, they've come through with some runs.
Swung on, fly ball to right center. Back goes Reyes. It's off the wall, and it takes a wild bounce. And off to third is gonna be Dominguez, and scoring is Gonzalez. And as you just said, Mike, when they get that leadoff runner on, they score, and they just did.
And a great piece of hitting there by that freshman. A 1-0 pitch. Took it to right center. Lola Reyes gave it a good run there. But it took a one-hopper off the wall. And we see Cocha Rodriguez come out. And with nobody out, you got a runner at third.
So he's meeting with the entire infield there, right behind the circle. Trying to remind them, hey guys, this is not out of our reach. We're only down 3. We've scored more than 3 in any given inning. So let's just keep her at third. Let's get 3 outs. And let's come to bat.
Yeah, and we've seen Kat get out of jams. She's gone out. She's even come out of a bases loaded jam
Yes, she has.
in the second round. And she went through some jams in the regional quarterfinals and big time jams in game 1 last week.
Right. Sammy Portillo at the plate. That is fouled back out of play for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And you know, in that meeting that Coach Rodriguez had with his team, it was all about what are we going to do if the ball's hit to you? Are we going to come home or are we going to first?
Pitch misses high for ball 2.
And if there's an opportunity, you know that they're going to try to get the runner at third because they could ill afford to give up another run.
So the count is 2-1 to Portillo. Now the count is 3 balls and a strike to Sammy Portillo. So here comes the 3-1. Outside corner, count is full.
Great job there by Kat on that pitch, getting the outside corner.
So the count is now full.
The Portillo struck out twice last night.
Swung on, fly ball. It might sail out of play. It does not, but Craig is almost able to catch up with it. Makes a valiant effort. but just cannot get to it in time, so count will remain full.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we were able to get the shot through the camera, but she actually dove for the catch, and great attempt, as you mentioned, Joe. The sophomore, Elizabeth Craig.
So full count to the batter, Portillo. Swung on, fly ball to right. Moving over is Craig, tagging. Here comes the throw, and the runner safe. Dominguez with a tag up and scoring for the second run of this inning, and now the score is 7-3.
So it was a great piece of hitting there by Portillo, just hitting it as hard as she can. And Elizabeth Craig made a great catch out there, and a great throw to home, but just the speed of Dominguez enough to drive in the 7th run for O'Connor.
And the first pitch is swung on by Sanchez, and she misses for strike one. Sanchez is 0 for 3 tonight, a fly out, but that produced a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
So with the bases empty, Cat can just focus on the player at the plate, yeah.
So 0-2 the count. And that pitch away for ball one. So 1-2 is the count to Sanchez. Swung on, fouled back out of play. Count will remain 1-2.
So once again, O'Connor with a 4-run lead. Every time the Lady Panthers do something, O'Connor has had an answer.
So 1-2 count to Sanchez. Thought about it, but did not go around. The count is even at 2.
Yeah, she hesitated there and almost went around.
So here comes the 2-2. Swung on, fouled back. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 count to Sanchez. Got her looking. What a pitch from Reyes. That was a slow breaking ball, and that just buckled the knees of Sanchez.
Yeah, Cat loved it so much that she took off her mask and showed some emotion there for out number 2. And that's the thing that I admire about Cat, is that regardless of what unfolds, she still comes at you. And she's still, she's still the little firecracker that she is, a competitor. And
that's 7 strikeouts for her tonight. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Outside ball 2. No, they're going to say that capped the outside corner, strike 1.
And no argument there, because he's been calling that all night long.
O'Connor scored 1 in the first, 3 in the third, 1 in the fifth, 2 here in the 7th, lead through 7-3. That breaking ball misses high for ball 2. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Salinas. So here comes the 3-1. Swung on, fly ball to right. Craig calling it. She's got it. That's out number 3. And now your Lady Panthers come to bat in the bottom of the 7th, trailing 4.
One hit for no errors, no runners left.
We head to the bottom of the 7th inning, and your Lady Panthers will send Alexis Solis, Jules Garcia, Katia Reyes to get things started.
Yeah,
They need 4 runs to tie.
and just like Kat had to go through in the 7th inning, Martinez is going to have to go through the meat of the lineup to finish this off.
First pitch in there for strike 1. Swung on, foul ball, strike 2. So nothing to do the count to Alexis Solis. Solis is 1 for 3 tonight. She had that ground infield single in the first inning, popped up to right in the 3rd and grounded out in the 5th. Way outside. We've seen that from Miko Dominguez quite a bit. Whenever she's got a pitcher ahead in the count, you'll see her move over almost to the other batter's box. And I think that's to kind of fool the batter, thinking that they might go outside, because sometimes we've seen her come to the outside corner. Swung on, ground ball to good, and good bobbles, and that's an E6. That's the first time we see that tonight.
Yeah, and we saw Good also have a miscue last night and on the throw there, but good start here for the 7th inning and give Jules Garcia an opportunity with a runner on base.
So that'll bring up Jules Garcia, as Mike Gonzalez just mentioned. Nobody out, runner at first. First pitch outside for ball 1. Timeout called by the catcher. She's going to have a few words with her pitcher, Martinez. So they have a few words, get things squared away. So we'll go back to live action. 1-0 the count to Jules Garcia. Outside, ball 2. Two-0 count to Jules Garcia. Outside, ball 3. 3-0 count to Garcia.
She comes in with in the series with 4 home runs in the postseason.
So the count is 3-0 to Garcia. Outside corner, strike 1. 3 balls and a strike to Jules Garcia.
The senior wanting to make something happen.
Swings at that one, hard hit to Carter. Carter picks it up, fires at the first, and they secure 1 out. But in that, Solis will advance to second. So that'll bring up Katia Reyes.
Katia Reyes.
that we've seen Carter make some good plays there at third base. They had Jules played perfectly.
Carter just a sophomore. Swings at the first pitch, and that's going to be foul for strike one. Oh, 1 count to Reyes. That is going to be a base hit, and 1 run is going to score. Reyes with an RBI single. Good piece of running from Alexis Solis to round third and score. 7-4.
And for Cat, who's had a great series at the plate, it's RBI number 11. I take that back. It's RBI number 12. She had an RBI last night as well.
Right.
So this one is not over yet.
Runner at first, just 1 out, and to the plate is going to come Stacy Bautista. Remember, she went yard her last time at the plate. Timeout called by O'Connor. They're going to have a meeting right behind the circle. So not sure what she wants to talk about. Maybe just some situations, who knows, but nonetheless, it's going to be Bautista at the plate facing Martinez.
And if Bautista can get on base, you'll have the time run
At the plate.
at the plate. And all you want, Joe, at this point, you just want an opportunity. That's all you can ask for. Just
That's right. So here comes Bautista to the plate facing Martinez. That pitch inside for ball 1.
trying to get the inside corner there.
That is low for ball 2. Martinez just asking, was that low? And I think she got clarification. So 2-0 is the count to Bautista. That is going to be on the outside corner for strike 1. Two balls and a strike to the batter, Stacy Bautista. Swung on, base hit to left field. Cat will stay at second. So back-to-back hits to left field from your Lady Panthers. And now you've got the tying run coming to the plate in Mia Rodriguez.
Yeah, Stacy there was waiting for that pitch. And we're going to have a courtesy runner here. But Stacy, outstanding piece of hitting there. Just waited for that pitch and hit it hard. As you mentioned, consecutive hits to left field. And here we go, Joe.
Lola Reyes coming in to pinch run for Stacy Bautista. And as we mentioned just a little bit ago, that's going to bring up Mia Rodriguez. Mia tonight is 0 for 1. She popped up to right field, but she's been walked twice. So she's reached twice via walks. Very patient batter at the plate is Rodriguez.
Absolutely. She's done a great job working the count. She does have one home run in the postseason, and that came in the regional quarterfinals against Harlan. Can she do it again here in the Elite Eight to tie this game? And in reality, Joe, all we want her to do is get on base.
Yeah.
A home run would be nice, but her main job is to get on base, keep this game going.
Yeah, two young sophomores back-to-back here in Mia Rodriguez and Romy Nunez. First pitch way outside, ball one.
Then I'm watching Good at shortstop. She's playing almost in the green area of the turf. And so is the second baseman.
That is way outside for ball two. Runners are going to advance, and they will get there safely. Wild pitch. And we've got runners at second and third.
And that takes away the force out at third. So now you have two runners in scoring position.
A base hit will score two.
And here are the Weslaco fans fired up.
Way outside, ball three. 3-0 count to Rodriguez.
And I see Coach Rodriguez giving his daughter instructions.
Outside corner, strike one. Three balls and a strike to Mia Rodriguez.
And I notice Good is creeping in a little bit from her position.
That's going to be strike two on the outside corner. Rodriguez didn't like that. Full count to Rodriguez.
Big drama here in Corpus Christi.
Here comes a payoff pitch. That's a grounder to the third baseman. Carter picks it up. That's an error. An error on the throw. Run one is going to score. They're going to send Lola Reyes. Here she comes to play at the plate. And she's safe.
Oh my goodness.
Is the score. And the tying run is 60 feet away.
Unbelievable. We've seen the third baseman, Carter, have some issues there. She's made some plays at third, but that time she tried to make the throw to first to get the sure out, and the ball gets away. And immediately Rodriguez signals his runners to come around the bases, and that was a close play at home. And Lola Reyes slides in head first, and the Lady Panthers of Weslaco only one run down. And as you mentioned, Joe, the tying run 60 feet away, the winning run at the plate.
And Mike, the good thing about this is that there's only one out, so a long hit to the outfield can score. That's a first pitch. It's fouled down the right side of the field. A long drive to the outfield, even if it's in the air, can score Rodriguez from third.
Yeah, that's an excellent point right there. And we know that Romy is a great contact hitter. And her job is just to hit the ball as far as she can and give that runner an opportunity to come from third base.
And if she hits it far enough and out of the park, you win tonight. Outside corner, strike two. Mike, I feel that changeup from Martinez is going to be the next pitch.
With the count 0-2, yeah, that's a good observation there.
Ball one.
Yeah, she was trying to get Romy to chase. A sophomore on the spotlight in the Elite Eight.
What a position to be in. But I bet you they wouldn't have it any other way. There it is, a base hit to the second baseman. She looks back at Rodriguez. Here comes the play to the plate. And they get her, and the game is over.
Well, we see O'Connor celebrating, but
O'Connor has won this game. Coach Rodriguez is going to ask for help.
So what Mia is saying is that she went around the tag and felt that they missed her, and Rodriguez is talking to the umpire. But
and they're going to have a discussion. So this one is not officially over.
We even have the reporter down there trying to get some shots there, but we'll see.
They're saying, hold on. No, they're saying it's over. They're saying it's over. So this one is final. Your Lady Panthers 1 run shy of winning this game and sending it to a third and decisive game in the Elite Eight. But what an exciting finish here in the 7th inning. They were able to score 3. They needed 1 more. And what a play, what a throw from Ella Gonzalez to the freshman, the catcher, Miko Dominguez, to tag Mia Rodriguez out at home plate.
Yeah, we talked about how if the Lady Panthers of Weslaco were going to lose, they were going to go out swinging, and that's literally what they did. They put the ball in play, which is what Mario Rodriguez wants his player to do, and it took an athletic play to end the game, and that's what happened there. And Mia Rodriguez was an arm away, or however you want to say it, was trying to go around the tag there from tying this game. Unbelievable. So what a season.
The game is final. Your Lady Panthers season has come to an end in the Elite Eight round of the high school state playoffs, all the way to the regional final game, and they almost came away with a big win, but they were just that short from victory here tonight. But what a great run they had this season.
Yeah, what a great run, a district championship, 8 playoff wins. They came into the series flawless, and just ran into a team that had only 1 loss the whole year and gave them a fight in game 1 and a brilliant fight in game 2.
Well, it is final. 7-6, Lady Panthers bow out of the state playoffs here in Cabinets Field in Corpus Christi tonight to the number 2 team in the state of Texas. But what a great season it was. We want to thank Adrian De Leon for doing a great job with the graphics and keeping us online and keeping the stream looking so good tonight. Vinny Berry, great job on the camera. Mike Gonzalez, I am Joe Aguilar saying goodbye for the final time of the year from K-West. We will see you guys next year.